Well, it took 3 days and 16 hours of driving, but we're back in Astoria, Oregon, at the filming location for one of my all-time favorite movies, The Goonies. And look at this, it's the Goonies House. I've been up to the house before, but this is a very special occasion. This weekend, June 6th, 7th, and 8th, marks the 40th anniversary of the release of The Goonies. And check this out, for the occasion, the Goonies House has been fully restored to its 1980s glory. Look back there, you can see all the little devices, the chicken coop, all the little windmills and signs have been restored. And from what I understand, the inside of the house has all been restored to its 1980s Goonies glory as well. Look at that, there's Data's house next door, and I can even see, it's very hard to see on camera, but the little zip line has been restored. Dude, the Walsh house. This is so awesome. You can see all these barricades and fences. There's going to be some big events this weekend. I love that they have some, look at this, movie scene locations near here, a little QR code. The house is now fully fan friendly. As long as you respect the neighbors and you don't drive your car up this driveway, you're good to go now. For a long time, there was a lady who lived in this house who was super friendly to fans. It let you go inside the house every once in a while. There was no problem having visitors come up and check it out, but eventually the sheer amount of cars blocking this very, very steep little private drive and the neighbors' driveways and people leaving their trash and cigarette butts and coming up to the door or peeping in the windows just got to her. And I don't blame her for that at all. And so for a while there were tarps on the house that said like, no Goonies. But in 2023, the house got a new owner, a fan of the Goonies. And ever since, the property has been a lot more fan-friendly, and leading up to the 40th anniversary has undergone a complete restoration. Supposedly, the inside of the house is all set up like the film. And look at that, I love all the little Rube Goldberg devices out here. This is where Chunk came up to the fence and did the truffle shuffle. They still got the bell up there by the front door, or I guess they put it back now. This is amazing. And it's just gonna get better from here. Dude, I am so freaking excited to be back. Oh my gosh, this driveway is steeper than I remember. You see all the signage down here on the bottom of the hill. I have a feeling it's gonna be a lot crazier tomorrow. As I stand out here this morning, it's June 6th, 2025. The movie was released on June 7th, 1985. So 40 years tomorrow, which is super crazy. I'm feeling old. I can look at that movie and see the cars and stuff in it and think, oh, that movie looks old. It's harder for me to wrap my head around the fact that I am older than that film. Oh, look at that. That's Washington on the far side of that water. A very windy downtown Astoria is down at the bottom of the hill. And there's no way I'd be walking away from this house right now, except that I am headed downtown to meet up with some friends, grab a cup of joe, and get my Goonies on. Obviously, they're anticipating crowds. There was a security guard up at the house. There's one down here at the bottom of the hill, making sure only residents pull their cars in to the neighborhood. I feel like the neighborhood used to be more split, but nowadays there's a lot more pro-Goonies neighbors, which is awesome. You can see here one of the signs here, walk that way, vehicles to the right. That was always the main problem they had, no cars up that hill. Anyway, as I was saying, a lot of the neighbors now decorate for Goonies, a little Goonies sign on the door, and I love this down in the yard. Goonies parking starts here. You got this one-eyed Willy pirate themed house over here. Look at that. Hey, you guys, right over the garage. Amazing. Amazing. I love that little sign. Ye intruders beware down there. And oh my gosh, look at that. It's Chester Copperpot. They got his wallet and ID right there. They got the skeleton key. And there's another great house across the street. Look at this. Goonie friendly. I live Goonie Street. First, you got to do the truffle shuffle. Look at all of that Goonie decor. I was about to say this is going to be great, but you know what? It already is. Oh, we got our first Goonie. Look at that. Why's my phone ringing? Oh, dude, I was just rolling up to the mini mart to get some coffee, and look who showed up.
Is this the coffee?
It's all the Goonies. The Goonies are all here. Dude, we got Kevin, we got Brandon, we got Rob over here. Man. I love that, Robbie Retro, and then the two halves of BC DeLorean, and then who's this guy? Who's this Goonie? Oh, Hat Brothers.
I've been sporting this.
Dude, they have the best coffee in this mini mart. They have some weird fisherman's brew that they only sell here, and I try to get them to send me some, and they were like, nah. We don't do that. You gotta come here to drink it.
You buying?
I'm buying.
Let's go.
There it is right there, dude. The Fisherman's Brew. I tried to get them to send me this down in California. I couldn't get it anywhere else. They only have it right here in Astoria, apparently. All right, I got the Fisherman's Brew, and now we're actually leaving Astoria. We are headed out of here, but we are not leaving the Goonies-related locations. All right, we are cruising past the Kindergarten Cop Motel.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm a cop, you idiot.
I have a bunch of questions. I want them answered immediately. I love his Arnold impression.
And what does
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Should we get a room?
I think we're better off at the hotel we're at.
Is there, do they,
Not there.
Is Kindergarten Cop on loop in the room?
All right, it was about a 45 minute drive to Ecola State Park. Didn't feel that long riding with these guys, talking about 80s movies the whole time though. This is where they filmed the whole Fratelli's hideout scenes. I've done videos here before. The one spot that's always eluded me, or at least I've never been sure of, are the twists and turns where the boys are riding their bikes up, and then later Brant's riding his bike up here, you know, where Troy grabs his hand on the car. This is the sort of one turn in the road where you can really get a clear view of the rocks down there. So we're pretty sure this is the spot. Okay, this is amazing because Robbie, let me see the front of that book right there. Look, he's got the Goonies storybook out here. There's pictures in there. And then you got Brandon with the screenshots. This is where they drop the bikes, right here. And then they peer out at the rocks. So they're filming all up this road, and you have to go up this road to get to the spot. So if you've ever driven up here,
I want to see that scene again.
you've been in this spot. I want to see the whole movie
You have
again.
the scene on your phone?
Not the video, no.
Look at this research going on here. It is so awesome being up here. Every other time I've been to Astoria and filmed Goonies, filming locations and stuff, I've usually been by myself or like with my son or somebody younger that didn't grow up, just watching those VHS tapes over and over and over. So it's nice to be out here with some other psychos for once. It's weird because you have to go uphill here to get to the Fratelli's hideout, but in the movie, the boys are coming backwards on their bikes. Down this hill, this is where they drop the bikes to look out over yonder to match up the rocks. It's weird because there's definitely more trees that have sprouted up in the last 40 years. But this is totally it, man. This is totally the spot. We're obsessing a little bit because this is one that none of us have ever lined up before with confidence. But our Canadian friends have busted out the movie on their phones, lining it all up, man. If this isn't the exact spot that I'm standing on right here, it's good enough. Dude, it's just so awesome standing up here in a little cluster, just a bunch of grown-up Goonies. So weird, man. There it is, 40 years later. That's the spot. All right, well, we made it a little further into Ecola State Park. This is the Ecola? I've always heard Ecola. Viewpoint. This is where the Fratelli's hideout filming location was. So for years, everybody always said that it was sort of this picnic shelter or the restrooms, and that's where the hideout was. In fact, it was actually all the way in this back corner against the trees over here, although there are scenes where the boys first pull their bikes up the hill, filmed right down here, and there was a big old tree where there's like a big crane shot in the film. The stump of that dead tree is still down there. This is awesome. I love that they've started adding all these cool, like filmed in Oregon-made signs for filming locations around this area. This is it, dude. This is awesome. It's so cool being here with other people. Like I said, they get it. This is so awesome because we keep running into sort of fellow film lovers out here. Oh my gosh.
This is Manny, guys, and Manny told me to open it up.
Yeah, it's
Look at
made
that.
out of lead. All the props are made out of lead and covered in
This
like,
was
gold.
an actual
This is screen used?
Screen used. That,
Whoa.
yeah, that was
No,
on his
wait,
day.
can I touch it?
Yeah, no, you can hold it. Thanks, Manny.
Look at that. It's like a golden turd.
Yeah, that's what my girl calls it.
Dude, so that's a
Heavy.
piece of One-Eyed Willie's treasure. It's made of lead?
It's made out of lead because they wanted it
Fill-
to have the
fill this,
same
man.
weight and consistency of like actual gold.
When they're picking it up.
When they pick it up and when they drop it all over the floor, if it was plastic, it wouldn't have that clink, clink, clink,
Oh,
clink.
yeah. Dude, that is so cool. Some rich stuff. Adam's uncovering some more treasure. No, this is Willie's.
I'm done.
All right, this tree is going to be important in a second, but if you actually head down to the picnic shelter, the spot everybody thought the Fratelli hideout was online for years and years, right along this walking trail, right about here where all my companions are standing looking out this way, is the shot where the kids pull their bikes up the hill. And I don't know about you, but to me, it's like one of the most iconic shots. When I think of the Goonies, that is the shot I think of, them coming up the hill. They're about to discover the Fratelli's hideout, on the hunt for the rich stuff. See, from the parking lot, you just come down the trail to line it up perfectly. Just look for this rock right here. It's right about here. The cool thing is you can see this little flat area down here, like the perfect place to actually have the actors down there without putting them in any danger. There's actually some deleted footage. It's in the storybook that Robbie's got over here of the boys coming around on a path with sort of a wooden fence along it. That has eroded and fallen into the ocean now. But luckily this right here, that iconic bike lugging scene location is still perfectly intact. All right, now coming back up the walking trail from where they lug the bikes up the hill. Look at this tree right here. This tree is in the movie with that crane shot as they start pacing off the steps towards the Fratelli's hideout, which was up the hill, sort of level with the parking lot up there. That's where we're going next. But look at this screen used tree. I always want to haul off a log from this thing, but I don't think the state of Oregon would appreciate that. We should have brought a crane, guys. Adam was just saying, if you had a saw, you could just saw off one of the nubs on the tree that lines up with the shot. Screen used nub.
You can make a little tiki out of it?
Yes, a Goonies tiki, a sloth tiki.
It could be like you just take a seedling from that and plant it in your own yard.
Oh, like the dreaming tree.
The dreaming tree.
All right, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Heading towards the Fratelli's hideout. Gotta count off the steps, right? See, we gotta start skipping. We gotta do the skip.
Oh, yeah.
We gotta count off the steps. There are modern concrete picnic benches out here, but you can still see the pads where the old concrete picnic benches were that are covered up with logs and all kinds of junk to disguise them in the film. But back here, down at the edge of the tree line, pretty much as far down as you can go in the grass, that is where the Fratelli's hideout was built. That's it right there. Shout out to Robbie.
Thank you, brother.
For bringing the book.
Thank you, brother.
Dude, how sick is that? We should have brought Corey Feldman up here with us. It's way farther down than it first appears when you just watch the movie. The Fratelli's hideout was built all the way back here, pretty much towards the edge of the cliff, which is now kind of obscured by these younger trees here. Remember, it's been 40 years, but this is it right down here. What if they're not customers? What if they're drug dealers? This is so weird, man. Looks like those two guys are carrying something to the kitchen. Yeah, maybe like food or whatever. We should have brought our inhalers. We wouldn't need them, all these hills. This is so cool. So funny, we're like all creeping into the woods and looking. I feel like we're on a Goonies adventure. Especially because you got that backpack on and everything. I feel like we're on a trek.
Yeah. It's like modern day data.
ORV. Bullet holes.
The size of matzo balls.
Hey, that's a summer place. So cool, dude, so cool. As far as I know, I was one of the first people to come over here and point out where the actual spot was. Because everybody kept saying, like I said, that it was the picnic shelter over there. It takes quite a bit of looking and head scratching to sort of line it all up, but it was all the way back here. And what I appreciate about the state park is they've just left this little strip of grass mowed so that you can get back here and you don't have to step through any thorns. This is it. This is where the Fratelli's hideout was. This is the entrance to One-Eyed Willie's Caves of Wonder. Wait a minute, what's going on? Everybody's leaving me. Wait! Hey, you guys! Dustin, you Goonies! I had to rock the shirt, dude. I had to rock it.
I need one.
I gotta print more of them.
I need one.
And it glows in the dark. Oh. All right, we're taking off now. Hey, you know what we gotta do, Kevin?
Get some deodorant.
Gotta stop and get to, maybe some deodorant, a little sweaty.
You smell like
No, we gotta stop and get some Baby Ruth. All right, there was no way we weren't gonna do it. It was just a short drive away, but we've now arrived at a spot from even earlier in the film, right at the beginning of the film. This right here is the ramp that Mama Fratelli took down to Cannon Beach. This is the spot during the Fratelli's escape from prison where they blend in with all the other off-road vehicles, doing the little rally race or whatever they were doing down here on the beach. And there's the world famous Haystack Rock over there. This is one of the only locations from the Goonies that I haven't actually been to before. Because I mean, you can see Haystack Rock from up on the cliffs, you can see the beach from the road, and then leave it to Brandon to notice this little gap in the yellow paint where the sign used to be that you can see in the film. Dude, this is so freaking awesome. Thanks to Brandon actually being prepared and being the only one with the movie on his phone. This is it right here. Mama Fratelli coming down just like Kevin from BC DeLorean.
That's right.
Cruising
DeLorean.
down.
Made for scale size of a truck.
What'd you say? Using you for scale?
Scale size of a truck.
This is cool, dude. This is one of the only spots I haven't been to yet. This is so cool. Dude, imagine living in this house up here, Adam. Like when they're filming the movie. Awesome. Oh! Look at that little relic. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do next? I got one sticker. I'm gonna put my stick. Oh, I don't have any stickers with me.
Goonies that are here.
Next time.
Trust in your mother, boys.
That is so amazing. And that is where we were up there at Ecola State Park or whatever. It looks like a little Goonies weather is rolling in. We were right out there, staring down this way at all the rocks, the ocean. Again, look how many dogs are down here. Weird. Hey, Adam, by the way.
Yes.
Nice hat.
Oh yeah, look at this.
I like it.
I had to pay for this. You wouldn't give me one.
I like it. I like that even more. I like that even more than you
had to
wearing
go
the hat.
to his antique shop and what was like 30 bucks?
Yeah, 50, 60 bucks, something like
How
that.
much does that store take from you? Half, like 3/4?
Like half. Oh, and there he is with the book again. Freaking Robbie, dude.
Yeah, it is third annual.
Look at Mama Fratelli smiling.
What? Why is she smiling? She doesn't smile.
Look, it says ORV on it.
She wasn't in character.
ORV vehicle race.
ORV. Like I was saying yesterday on the drive up here, man, the Oregon coast is like maybe one of the most beautiful spots in the country. Top 5 for sure. This is so awesome, dude. Bum, ba bum, ba dun 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 ba da ba ba.
What is that?
Got it all stuck in my head. What is it? The bucket list moment seeing the trash can here? Or just
Hanging with you, man.
Okay.
Being a part of Randomland.
Hey, mama.
Like the way you clean, like the way you glean.
Hey, mama, like the way you clean. Gonna leave the beach nice and clean.
Is that what it is?
Good.
Yeah.
I think so.
All right, well, we're back to the truck now. We came back looking for my sticker so I could slap it over Adam's, but I forgot it. I failed. I didn't bring it with.
Randomland sticker.
You have it? You have a Randomland sticker?
Ready for this?
What?
There you go, buddy.
Oh, thanks, pal. All right, we have come back to the Goonies neighborhood. The house is up there just behind those trees. We're heading down to the corner down here, just off the main drag. 1, because we need a little more coffee, and 2, because apparently there's some kind of Goonies-themed coffee down here in this little shop on the corner.
What is that?
What?
I want to go on that.
It's a train thing.
There's a trolley over there.
Guys, look at that.
That thing will take you straight to Mr. Rogers' neighborhood.
Oh no, that's a different place. That's
okay.
Truffle Shuffle.
Oh, never mind.
Spot.
There's a different spot, I was just informed. There's some Truffle Shuffle coffee beverage somewhere else.
The deleted scenes were all in here.
They filmed deleted scenes in this store?
There's a bunch, like Richard Donner with the kids. There's like a bunch of behind the scenes photos.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, this is probably ground zero for getting snacks when they're working on the film. It's cool. It's a little busier than it was this morning, dude.
So you know when like the one guy burns the map that never made it in the movie?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
The map gets burned. It was in here.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Sick. That's a nice sign. I like that. We are welcome. Oh, heck yeah. Goonies Never Say Die shirt. I can smell that sweet, sweet Java. Look at this. Look at all these sweet souvenirs in here.
How much is this?
I don't know, $5?
30.
30 bucks? Yeah, that's an inflation for you. Look at this. They got a puzzle. Baby Rouge. Okay, look at that. Astoria Coffee Company. Goondocks Blend. You're coming home with me. And I'm gonna take Kerri real good. Look at that. I like how Adam always worms his way backstage. He's looking at him roasting coffee beans back there, dude. How does he do it? He always ends up someplace like that.
Just walk in.
And I 100% for sure some celebrity will have some encounter with Adam this weekend. It always he's got gravity.
Yeah.
Gravity. Oh man, they got the official coloring book. I only have the unofficial one. As Brandon said, the one with two-eyed Willie. Dude, Adam has been back there filming coffee beans for like 20 minutes. Anyway, we got the vanilla latte. It is freaking good. Dude, it is the bomb too. What's up with Astoria and all the good coffee? Dude, they even have an Astoria Coffee Company vending machine outside. Amazing. All right, we're back at the house. They're filming a documentary about restoring the house today, so there's gonna be a crowd up there. The Pirates crew has expanded though. More and more Goonies are joining the party. All right, Corey Feldman and Kerri Green are apparently up there doing some filming, so we're not allowed to film. Cameras down. Cameras down. You can film me and I can film you. Okay. We can all film this guy. He can film us. All right, cameras down, cameras down. Oh, dude, that was freaking cool. Kerri Green and Corey Feldman were on the porch. They're filming part of a documentary. This gentleman right here built the whole fence opening device out here. They just launched the fence off.
We just had the most magical moment ever.
Gibson over here was filming. I think we're in the documentary. I think that's what just happened. I think we're in it.
Corey Feldman just came out.
It told us to do the truffle shuffle. And we just truffle shuffled, by the way.
Absolutely amazing.
If you want to see the truffle shuffle, you got to go to the documentary. I truffle shuffled my little heart and my less than little guts out. Wait a minute, Julio? There was no filming or photos allowed while it was going on? Oh, we nailed it. Dude, we nailed it. Did you truffle shuffle?
Of course I did. I'm here to celebrate Goonies.
I saw Adam truffle shuffle, I think.
always said I was never going to do the truffle shuffle. Feldman talked me into it.
That's right.
When I spoke, I'm like, lift the shirt.
Dude, Kerri Green was up there. Lucas. Summer rental.
Summer rental.
Oh my gosh. Dude, look at the Goonies bikes out here. Look at freaking Data's bike. That is freaking sick. The fence is a prop. These are obviously props that aren't going to be out here all the time. It's a special occasion, man. This is very, very cool. You can see the documentary crew back there. Oh, they got security out here, making sure we don't touch the bikes. Don't breathe on the bikes. Don't even look at the bike. Don't look at it. It's the first time I've ever been allowed to walk up this close. Look at this. Look at all these Goonies out here. That is so cool. It's awesome that at least 2 members of the original cast are inside of the Walsh house once again. Amazing. Dude, check this out. They also have the Fratelli car back here. Oh my gosh, bullet holes the size of matzo balls. Look at the license plate.
So 100% screen accurate.
Yes.
That is crazy. Dude, is that a real license plate too?
This?
Yeah, like you actually got Fratelli?
Yeah, in Washington, yeah.
That is amazing.
So I could sit here and talk for hours about what is screen accurate and what is not. At the Lighthouse Lounge, when Chunk finds the ORV, these 2 bullet holes are not here.
Yes.
There's a bullet hole in the tail light.
Okay.
And then this one appears, and this one appears further over, and there's also a bullet hole in the license plate.
So you've clearly thought a lot about this.
I've picked this apart frame by frame. The inlet shot that they have, so at the beginning of the chase, when you see the 3 shots in the tailgate, that's an inlet or an inset shot.
Insert.
Thank you.
Insert shot. There we go.
Insert shot. See, I'm not Hollywood. I don't know that. The license plate is actually a kind of like this. It's black and not raised, but during the rest of the filming, it is actually dark blue and raised.
Things I've never noticed, dude.
Sunroof, the whole thing.
Things I've never noticed.
These are the best bullet holes I've ever seen.
Yeah, they're really nice.
These are excellent.
Spared no expense. This is so cool. I got to give a shout out to the production crew that is working on the documentary because they recognized me and Adam and grabbed us and let us come back here. They've kicked everybody else out. Had to get a look at this though. So awesome. So what's the story with these? They've been hiding these all over town, right?
Hidden all over Astoria.
They were hiding these coins all over Astoria.
Look at the back of it.
Look at that.
Oh, dude, that is sick. Rich stuff.
This was Mike, and it was a gift to Mike.
No, not that. That's Willie's. Oh, dude. There's Kerri Green right up there. Corey Feldman was just out on the porch. They're about to take off, I think, and then we're gonna take off. All right, there goes Kerri Green. Andy, you goonie! Off she goes into the sunset, Kerri Green. Took a little drive back to downtown. Apparently Adam and I might get roped into the documentary more later. They said they might be doing some interviews.
What they said come back at this set time.
So we might
Holding my breath, but you never know.
Yeah, so we might miss the panel we were going to about the design of the house. The guy's like, oh, is that okay? And Adam goes, yeah, I'd rather see the design.
Yeah. We could listen to someone talk about what they did or see what they did.
Yeah. So show, don't tell. We're not allowed to film in there though. So, and so instead of that, we're gonna take you down to this Tiki bar. Apparently there's a sloth Tiki mug just for the 40th anniversary. So we're all on a mission down here in downtown Astoria, Oregon. This is the place right here, Dead Man's Isle. Apparently it doesn't open until 4.
Put your pickaxes away.
We probably should have looked that up before we walked down. What does it say? No minors?
Put your pickaxes away.
Oh, I get it now. All right, we'll hit that later on. But luckily, in the meantime, right up here past the Museum of Whimsy, there's an amazing video store. I've been in here before. I don't think I've ever filmed it before. Video Horizons. Dude, check this place out. Dude. Yes. Dude, yes. This is the best physical media. Look at all the billions and zillions of DVDs. These two aisles right here are just for comedy. It's been a long time since I've been in a video store this big. Been following them on Instagram for years because I just like seeing physical media. Dude, look at all the old school Star Trek DVDs. Some Blu-rays mixed into there. Look at this freaking VHS. This takes me all the way back, dude, to Blockbuster. And more importantly, everybody has nostalgia for Blockbuster now. But one of my favorite things ever was all the mom and pop video stores. Didn't you work in a video store? And a freaking Green Gables. The continuing story.
I have that even knows what that is.
Dude, Megan follows, dude.
Did you ever see this one though? The continuing
No,
story?
I never watched the grown up Anne Shirley one. I was a little like, I don't know if I want to dip back in, you know. It's like the last Indiana Jones movie. I never watched it. I don't want to have my heart broken. But I gotta watch it eventually. Gotta support Megan. See, that was the ultimate dream job back in the day, was to work in a video store, and you did it.
I did.
You worked at a VHS store. Did you? Was it a rental place? You rent stuff out?
All rental.
So
Yeah.
you were the guy that people go, "What is this good?"
Well, here's the thing. Everybody would ask recommendation. You'd spend 10 minutes explaining what a great movie would be.
Right.
They would go, "That's cool," and go right to the new release one.
Right, of course. They're like, I need the new Harrison Ford flick. Dude, there's so many music documentaries. Hail, Hail, Rock and Roll, one of the best rock and roll films ever, about Chuck Berry. I'm about to be spending a lot of money by accident. Oh no, I shouldn't have come in here. Look at that! Video disc! North Shaolin versus South Shaolin. You're the man now, dog! No, they're video discs. Look at it. Check it out.
The big bands at Disneyland? Is
Yeah.
that video?
They got video laser discs in here. Star Trek Original Series. Adam found this. Look at that. What the
Where do you
heck?
think they're playing at tomorrow?
Nice.
One of the best movies of all, the most underrated Disney movie
Gotta squeeze it in.
of all
Weren't we
time.
just talking about this?
Yes, we were. Yes, we were.
Julia?
He's losing his mind.
Julia?
And I'm reaping all the benefits.
John Lovett.
All right, I grabbed a couple of things that have been on my list for a long time. Dude, look at this. Look at this Made in Astoria section. They're missing a couple of movies. Where's Free Willy? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. And ooh, I got something else in here. I can't show you. I got to hold on to it for Bad Movie Night with my friend Tuna Tyler. Okay, look at this. We just ran into Tommy Youngblood, the sickest name. That's like a band name, dude. You should be a rock star. He built all those bikes we saw at the house. This is a weird small world weekend.
Youngblood, but I am a member.
Yeah, this is Tommy right here.
I am
The Tomster. And the Woo?
I got a VHS, Assassin.
Adam the Woo?
Robert Conrad.
What? From YouTube? Brand's coming in. He's been working out. Dang, dude. Look at that. The whole town is full of Goonies. Mama Fratelli's even got the sloth socks.
Where's my son? Have you seen him?
We haven't seen him yet. The bar doesn't open till 4. Physical media paradise. All right, so we're leaving downtown Astoria, heading up to the Short Circuit House. But look at this over here, this little Columbia Theater showing the Goonies. People are lined up to get tickets. Little tiny theater. Goonies. Oh dear. We've arrived at the Short Circuit House. Adam is friends with the owner. So for some reason we're here. I don't even know why we're here. We just are.
Backyard. Well, he's got it rented out right now.
We're just here to admire the house, the view, maybe play a little duck, duck, goose. Just look at that. That is amazing. You know, the location scout was just like, it's perfect. Like the Back to the Future house with the power lines. Like, it's perfect. Oh, perfect. Wow, dude, look at the view from the deck. I've never been up here before. You've been here a lot of times,
I
right?
stayed here. I stayed here 2 years ago.
Dang it.
Airbnb.
Yeah, you can go on Airbnb and rent it.
That's amazing. Hopefully that happens with the Goonies house. Imagine.
I can, yeah.
I'd be truffle shuffling all night. 24-hour truffle shuffle.
I'd be shuffling my truffle
Yeah.
in more ways than one.
They can put the magic fingers on the bed, right? And instead of the magic fingers, it'd be like the truffle shuffler. Yeah. Just a quick stop. And even though it's Goonies weekend, I mean, you have to. You have to take a peek, man. Come on, Short Circuit. Hey, look at Annie's saloon. Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Storm's coming, Annie. You better get home. Look at that, dude. Welcome to the Goondocks. Dude, we are getting our steps in today. And every one of these hills is way more steep than it looks like it is. We're back at the house now because the documentary crew guys were like, hey, we'd love to have you and Adam come back, blah, 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 blah. Whew, I'm out of breath a little bit. So hopefully we'll make it into it. You never know. You definitely see that the crowd looking at the house has increased up there. So we're not gonna be allowed to film in the house, but supposedly we're gonna be able to go in it. I don't know why I'm pointing the camera at the outhouse while Adam's in there, but yeah, supposedly we're gonna go into the house, but no cameras allowed because they're doing their documentary thing. And I think they have cast members and different stuff up there, so gotta keep it cool. Dude, I don't know when or where this documentary is coming out, but it is going to be freaking amazing. Everybody coming out's got goosebumps on their arms. Everybody's freaking out.
Freaking out.
It's so freaking cool.
But you can't fake the goosebumps. You know what I mean?
I know, I saw the goosebumps.
It happened both times.
That's so freaking wild, dude. Stepping into the movie. Who is this? What's her name?
Her name is Shorty Winton.
Shorty Winton, his mama Fratelli. Shorty!
Shorty has her own Instagram.
You are.
You gotta tag her.
Oh, what is it?
Shorty Winton.
Shorty Winton? You're so cute, Shorty.
You're adorable, Shorty.
That's the cutest evil mother ever. So we missed the panel about the design of the house. We missed getting tickets for the screening tonight. Missed a lot of stuff.
We're gonna miss the screening.
I'd say it's worth it.
Yeah, it's gonna be worth it.
This is like a totally fair trade.
Well, we got the sheriff from the beginning of the film over here. Been in a ton of Richard Donner movies. Mr. Paul over there, who took a fun pic with us. So it's kind of cool to see cast members showing up and just like meeting all these weird people over here that are all involved in like prop replicas and movie stuff. And seeing the film crew doing their thing. Kind of awesome. Took a weird left turn today.
I know.
But it often does. It often does. They've been taking each group one by one into the house, and when you see them come out, you just see people getting emotional.
You're next.
You see people with literal goosebumps on their arms.
That was crazy.
Can't fake that.
Fake it.
Yeah. This is just...
So, how was it? What did you think?
Oh, it was great, you guys.
Yeah?
Nice meeting
Are you
guys.
speechless?
Nice to meet you.
That was so much more than I anticipated.
See?
The attic was insane.
You went in the
What?
Yeah, you can go in the attic.
What? Spoiler alert.
Everything in
Tell
there.
them anything more.
Yeah, yeah.
Your outfit is amazing.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you.
Again.
It's incredible.
Dude, when this yet to be named, yet to be released thing comes out, watch it. This is like, I hope they finish it quick, because I'm like, now I want to see it.
I know,
like,
they're saying
need
it's
to
like a
see
year
this.
away. I'm like, come on.
No! The 41st anniversary. The 41st anniversary.
So how lucky are we that we get to go see it when everyone else is going to have to wait a year on the TV show? We get to see it today.
I didn't even think about that.
It hit me right now.
Now I really wish I had those like sneaky camera glasses. They probably checked for that. Uh-oh, this is bad news. Troy showed up. His father's knocking it all down. We're in trouble now. All this work for nothing. What do you think, Troy?
I think that nobody understands me. I had a really hard upbringing trying to live up to my dad and all of his money, and he just wanted me to be successful, and all I wanted to do was like hang out, but I had to, show up and live up
And
to
yet
his
you're not
expectations.
happy about this.
Well, I'm trying to show my dad and prove to him that I can do this work.
So you want to tear it all down?
Yeah. I got to build my own empire. I got to bring it out on my own.
Well, when you put it that way.
But I've got better plans for golf clubs. He doesn't know how to make a good country club.
That was life-changing. Like, I'm not going to lie. That was a transformative experience. We were in the house. It is fully restored, better than movie perfect. Every corner, every detail, from the family photos to the props, everything was perfect. We were here just at the end of them wrapping production on this documentary. Said a lot of things in the documentary I won't repeat, or in the interview anyway. But when I got up to Mikey's room, actually, even when I was in the living room, I just immediately started tearing up, which I didn't expect to happen. I was like, I'll either be pumped or I'm gonna get emotional. Because as I said earlier, it was like, when you were the hyper kid that people tell you, like, I only invited you to my birthday party because my mom made me kind of thing. And you saw that film as a kid, you're like, these are my friends. You know what I mean? It's like the childhood you always wanted. I mean, walking around town, walking around the filming locations, not even just on the Goonies weekend, but even previously. And just like running into people who are on their own, like One-Eyed Willie pirate, treasure hunt, quest. It's a different thing. It's not just a film. Did you choke up at all?
I got a little misty eye. What did you say? Got sweaty with my eyes got sweaty.
Eyes
with
got
respect?
sweaty with respect, dude. It was weird too because we had our own little Goonies crew all day today. We had our own little treasure hunt, our own little quest, like everybody else in town. and then to walk into like the house. I'm ready to go after One-Eyed Willie's treasure, dude.
Let's do it.
Let's go find the rich stuff. Thing is, the real rich stuff were the friendships. And that's been the best part about today. That's been the best part about making these videos for you guys for the last 12, 13 years, however long it's been. It's a kindred spirit thing. That's why I call these the kindred spirit hats. When I was growing up watching that movie, seeing the childhood that I didn't have. You know, I lived in an apartment and stuff like that. I didn't get to ride my bike and go on a pirate adventure. I never thought I'd be able to walk into the house, step into the movie, and have it literally come to life. It's like amazing. It's like they left the house, they boarded it up, and they just like revealed it, and it's been there the whole time. I don't know, just amazing. Absolutely amazing. I never thought I would meet so many amazing people doing these videos, doing these adventures, doing all this stuff, especially doing different stuff. Like I've been doing the filming locations here before and just meeting so many kindred spirits. The one thing that really choked me up in there too, like just not just the movie part, and then somebody said earlier, it's like stepping inside of your own childhood. But the other thing was thinking about how much love and like, you knew the people that worked on this were like us.
Yeah. Oh yeah, a bunch of nerds.
Yeah, just like totally, and they, you know, they did it for the fans.
They could have done kind of a half-assed job on this, and I still would have loved it. And
they could have grabbed some Goodwill furniture and been like, here you go.
This
and I
took
would have been
a lot of time.
Dude, look at that. The fake windows downstairs, the Rube Goldberg thing.
It's going to be weird to have to wait a year
at least
to see the reference points of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, when you guys see what they've done, you're going to lose it. Like I was saying, though, it's not the house, it's the rich stuff. It's the friendships, Adam the Woo. The friendships. All right, we were going to do some other stuff in town. But there is literally no way to top what just happened. It's the kind of thing where I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning and just go, what in the world? What in the world? Shout out to Bayman, who bought the house and preserved it for all the Goonies out here. Like I was saying this morning, there was literally a point at which they were putting tarps on the house saying, no Goonies, Goonies go away kind of thing. And then to have this happen, to have it completely transform like this and become, I think, the next mecca of like this is setting a new gold standard for all things fandom, for movie pros, for houses. Like this sets a new standard, dude, for filming locations, for fan-related tourist attractions. This is next level.
You're good?
Yeah, the owner
You go back to LA after that?
of the Short Circus House, he said that this is a game changer.
Yeah.
And it really is. I've never seen anything that detailed as far as putting back to something that used to be 40 years ago like this. That was perfect.
Dude, and we went from tarps on the house like no Goonies to this. Yeah. This is a miracle. A miracle. Anyway, like I was saying, there's no way to top it. There's nothing we can add to this. Amazing. I'm just glad you guys were along for the ride. Epic. Epic, dude. Freaking epic. All right, that's it. We're ending where we began here in Astoria, Oregon. Down the hill from the Goonies house. You guys know what to do. If you like these adventures, you're getting value from these videos, all that kind of stuff, the Patreon, the merch store, or just share it with a friend you think would like this adventure. I appreciate you so much. There's nothing else to do. We've done our duty. Go home. Sleep well. By the way, we did make it. Look at the size of that tiki bar. More importantly, we got the Mutant Skulls mug. Sick. Sick. It's amazing.
I like them, man.
Amazing. I know, look at all this freaking tiki vending machine.
I like the big round one, dude.
Yeah.
Tiki mugs, do they come out of a mold? Is that how they work?
Yeah. Slipcast.
Is this Harold and Lloyd from Dumb and Dumber?
Dude.
This Dumb and Dumber walking towards us?
Ah,
How you doing today?
you got your movie weekends mixed up. Oh, all right. One-Eyed Willie's crew? Benjamin Franklin?
We made it.
Hey, Kevin.
Where are we heading to?
I think we're heading back. Let's head back, yeah.
Hey, Kevin. Thanks for bringing the truck and not the DeLorean. I don't think we would have all fit in there.
We're gonna bring it.
4x4. 4x4.
All right, so there was one last thing. This is where we should have been to watch the film earlier. It's not the theater in Astoria where the film premiered, but we left one of our Goonies behind. He didn't make it in the house. He was down here watching the show. See what he thought. So it's like the finale. We're gonna pick up our stray, lost comrade.
We gotta pick up our chunk. He got left behind.
Where is he? Where is he? Battery's gonna die. Yeah, he went back to the hotel.
Yeah, he's taking a nap.
What's up?
Hey, you're coming home with us.
It's all good.
You're coming home with us, and we're gonna take care of you real good. We're gonna take.
Guys, it was like 1985 in there.
Bobby, you're coming home with me.
What's going on?
He's gonna take care of you real
I
good.
love you. Guys, that was... Come in.
Hey, you guys. Oh wow, we just caught the end of the flick. Look at that. We were just in time.